Hi, we are back here in Chapters Rep, but we're not in studio here on WLIE 540 AM. It's from the coming to 631-955-5400. We're actually at the Cradle Aviation Museum in Garden City for the launching of the bucket list tours, and we have Patricia Gillespie here. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Steve. I'm very excited.
Yeah, talk about this night tonight. What does it mean for you?
It's a nice huge night, and it's very exciting to actually make it come true and actually start Bucket List Tours. This is a big unveiling of this great company, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Well, what's in store tonight and moving forward for everybody that's going to be joining your little bus tour?
Oh, we're going to have a lot of fun. Tonight's going to be great. Everyone knows I'm a disco queen, and I wanted to launch it here at the Cradle Aviation and then have a party with Disco Unlimited here. It's one of my favorite bands of all night.
It's amazing. How did this all come about? Whose idea was it?
Well, it was actually my idea. I actually did it at a friend's level for many years. I would always be the one, when I was a little girl, my mom was like, you know something, you always coordinate things and make things happen. And I always did it at a friend's level, and now I just try to do it more at a business level and actually bring people to places they've never been and experience things they've never experienced.
That's amazing. So what's some of the places people are going to go?
Well, it's anywhere from Montauk to Manhattan. We're going to pick it up. I have tours, everything includes food. And that's being Italian. Food is very important in our family. So every trip that I'm going to get together, we're going to go to the Avenue. That's one of the tours. We're going to come to the head of Arthur Avenue and eat our way through the neighborhood. And one of the requirements I have, especially dance are required.
That's very important. I see you holding a bucket here. Who came up with the name? You have two really handsome guests next to you, but who came up with the name?
Okay, so it's funny. I was wondering if that was going to be Star Tour or Bucket List Tour, so I sent a group text to my boys, and I asked my son, what do you think of Bucket List Tours? And all three of my boys were like, Mom, it's really cheesy, but we liked it.
It's cheesy, but they wanted it.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. All right, this is just right next year, right?
My firstborn, Christopher,
okay.
Sons, and Christopher is here in his apartment tonight, and he was part of the voting process to make Bucket List Tours.
So Christopher, I just came in from Manhattan today, so welcome here. And,
Great to be here.
What do you think about your mom's project here?
I couldn't be happier to officially have this launch. I'm going out to those playing vacation. And I was really interested anywhere we went, hearing more information about the places that we went to post things there so that you can be able to get that back to New York community, and looking forward to her launching it. It's going to be a huge success.
To your left, we have Kenny Cowie. Kenny, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yeah, talk about what your involvement is with Bucket List.
Executive, Bucket List Tours, open hand. So the hotels.
Okay.
And, basically just getting an understanding to the hotel as far as what you can buy, who's going in and staying at different food ships or excursions, things like that. So once we establish relationships with these people, before the island, I've been able to take advantage of the system itself.
And in New York, we always need that getaway. Sometimes people can't afford a whole weekend or a cruise or a week away, so this is pretty cool.
Right, New York vacations only. We don't have overnight trips. I just want to make a day experience like no other. I want them to leave feeling like making them feel good and making a peaceful adventure.
Yeah, it's the adventure. How to join and what they have to do to kind of reserve any particular trip?
Well, they can still come here tonight. We're going to be here all night long, so if they want to come, we'd love to have them. But if you want to go to my website, it's www.bucketlistoursny.com. There's all the trips that I have planned right now. And we just sold out of one of our tours, our first tour already. It's really taken off, and I'm very excited. So more will be added.
Okay. So you guys going to partake in some of this year?
Absolutely.
Yeah? So what are you looking forward to, Chris? What do you think you're going to be joining your mom with?
Yeah, definitely one of the Broadway tours for sure. There's always so many great shows that are out there. And I already see a few that I haven't seen, so that's going to be my first choice.
Okay.
So one of my tours is a Bronx Tale experience where we're at a restaurant. We're going to have a 3-course Manzanillo. and then we're going to walk over to the Broadway Park. So that's one of the trips.
Very nice.
Everything involves food and seeing things and making it a very nice experience.
Well, you can't go wrong with that. And I think it's bring people together. It's sort of get closer on the bus, get to know each other if they don't, and then experience some of the foods and some of the venues in New York is going to be an awesome experience.
Right. Definitely get to know each other. I want to see everyone, my family. I want to all leave.
Tonight you have 100 plus people here tonight.
Yes, I actually have some of the supporters involved. I'm very involved in a lot of foundations throughout Long Island, and things that I'm about is always giving back to the community, and I love helping other people and helping, foundations, and that's one of my passions also.
Very good, very good. Well, we're going to have you come back to the show. We have other special guests. You got to hang tight a little bit. Leanne, are you there in studio?
Steve, yes, I am.
And talk about what song you're going to sing for us first.
Well, I thought I'd bring back something from the 70s, a classic by Linda Ronstadt. It reminds me of summer, and with summer right around the corner and this crazy winter we had, I thought it would be a great song.
All right. So, Leanne Brill, take it away, and then we'll hear more from you later in the show. But we'll hear a little Linda. Right.
I've been so sad, I've got a worried mind. I'm so lonesome all the time. Since I left my baby behind on Blue Bayou. I'm saving nickels, saving dimes, working till the sun don't shine. I'm looking forward to happier times on Blue Bayou. I'm going back someday, come what may, to Blue Bayou, where the folks are fine and the world is mine on Blue Bayou. With those fishing boats, with their sails afloat, if I could only see that familiar sunrise through sleepy eyes, how happy I'd be. I'm gonna see my baby again. I'm gonna be with some of my friends. Maybe I'll feel better again on Blue Bayou. I'm saving nickels, saving dimes, working till the sun don't shine. I'm looking forward to happier times on Blue Bayou. I'm going back someday, come what may, to Blue Bayou, where the folks are fine and the world is mine on Blue Bayou. With those fishing boats, with their sails afloat, if I could only see that familiar sunrise through sleepy eyes, how happy I'd be. Some sweet day gonna take away this hurting inside. I'll never be blue, my dreams come true on Blue Bayou.
Rosario's Giving Tree, and we bring toys to children in hospitals. I hope to encourage other kids my age to give back to those less fortunate.
Rosario's Giving Tree has now decided to partner up with Hempstead Boys and Girls Club, and on June 25th, they are hosting a night of comedy and music at Russo's on the Bay in Howard Beach, Queens.
The event includes a 4-course dinner with beer and wine.
Special performances by American Idol singer Robbie Rosen and comedians Tugboat Manny and Carrie Caravis.
Not to mention there will be raffles galore and lots of prizes that you're going to want to get your hands on.
Rosario's Giving Tree has promised to donate 20% of the night's proceeds to Hempstead Boys and Girls Club, and the rest will be used to purchase and deliver toys to St. Jude Children's Hospital.
So please open your hearts and come enjoy a great night of comedy and music supporting these great causes.
The children at St. Jude Hospital and Hempstead Boys and Girls Club need us. Tickets are $75. To purchase tickets,
go to eventbrite.com and search for Rosario's Giving Tree.
My name is Joseph Michael, professional photographer and the founder of Just Smile Project. Just Smile Project focuses on photographing kids with special needs. Our goal is to make happy memories because everyone needs to smile. We make it easy and hassle-free by coming to you in our mobile portrait studio truck equipped with a lift for special needs assistance. The truck is also equipped with different types of lighting for sensory situations of special needs. Just Smile Project wants everyone to share their smiles. We make them feel like a rock star, and to see their faces light up with excitement and enjoy is the best feeling anyone can ever experience, especially the rock star. Just Smile Project wants everyone to cherish those memories forever, which is worth the world. If you have a family member or you know of someone with special needs and think they would love to have Just Smile Project capture their awesome smile, please contact us at 888-294-7575, or you can visit us online at www.justsmileproject.com.
All right, you're listening to the Chapters Wrap on WLIE 540 AM and WLIE540AM.com, where you can also see our live video stream there of what's going on in the studio. This is your producer / audio engineer, George, here, live in studio here in Ronkonkoma. Steve, your host, is, of course, somewhere else. He's on location at the Cradle of Aviation. Always a very busy guy. He's over there in Garden City at the launch event for the Bucket List Tours, a pink tie event there. I'm not sure if he's got a pink tie or what, but I'm sure he's looking good there. I'm live in studio right now with our great singer, Leanne Brill, who you just heard. Leanne, great job there. Wonderful work. We didn't get to applaud your effort there before, but great local singer, obviously. Where are you from, Leanne?
I'm from Ronkonkoma.
Ronkonkoma, right here. Okay, so it didn't take you long to get here, I'm sure, then.
No, not at all.
That would explain why you were so early. No, just kidding. And she's also joined in studio by Liz Zamorelli, and they're both pageant winners here. 2017 Miss Senior New York, Leanne Brill, and 2010 Miss Senior New York, Liz Zamorelli. Liz, where are you from?
I'm from Stony Brook.
Stony Brook, okay.
Yeah, right around the corner.
Couple great local ladies, and you can see them live on the video stream here at WLIE540am.com. Steve is on the phone. He's got some great guests that he's been talking to, and we're going to hear more from Leanne and Liz later on in the show, and more lovely singing from Leanne coming up later on. We're going to toss it back to Steve now, who I believe is on the line and has even more guests to talk to right now at the Bucket List Launch Tour party over there in Garden City at the Cradle of Aviation. Steve, you there?
Yeah, we're here, George. I got to tell you, I was in the studio last week. I'm not in the studio this week. I think you're trying to take my job away from me.
I think you're trying to avoid me. I think you owe me money. You're avoiding me like you owe me money. I'm not sure how much it is, but I think you must owe me at least a 20 spot because you haven't been here in a bit.
I owe you some money. I promise I'll be back in the studio next week. But you're doing a great job. Leanne sounds great, and Liz is always great, and we'll talk to them a little bit later in the show. But we have some special guests here, and want to introduce yourselves and talk about your involvement with Bucket List.
Hi, I'm Robert Zabia. I own the Zabia Insurance Agency. I actually do the insurance for Bucket List Tours, and I'm here tonight for the Leukemia Lymphoma Society. I was nominated for Man of the Year, and we're trying to raise $250,000 by May 31st to help cure cancer. You know, Leukemia Lymphoma Society has helped a lot of people, and they've made some really drastic improvements in the cure rate. And money that we raise for it goes to 80% of it goes to research.
That's wonderful work. Because this whole show, the Chapters Wrap, is on giving back, and it sounds like that's what you do. What's some of the challenges that you face in the efforts that you've made recently?
It's basically become a full-time job. So not being at work, but I have a great team, and they've been running the shop while I'm out. It's just a time management and bringing in other people like Jeff and Terry are on my team, and bringing the other people in to help us hit our goal and to raise the money and bringing awareness to what Leukemia Lymphoma Society does.
And talk about what this easily means to you and your efforts, but also Patricia's efforts.
Oh, Patricia's great. She does a lot of giving back, and she's a big inspiration. And she made it a big part of Bucky's Stories and what she was doing, and being part of Pink Tie. And that's how we all came together. So being part of this to help her get launched and make sure she's a success is really good, because, as I said, everything that she does, she's always doing that.
And how can people get a hold of you or support the cause that you have been doing, but as well?
Well, they can find me at Zabbia, ZABBIA agency.com, and they can get our contact information there. Or we do have a Robert Zabbia Leukemia Facebook page that we have, which is dedicated to this campaign and dedicated to one of my team members who lost their daughter to leukemia, which is why I decided to do this last year with Jeff, who is the current man of the year. Okay. And Jeff's daughter is a survivor. And we need to have more stories like Jeff's than we've had like Mary's. And being able to do this, the difference that leukemia lymphoma has made over the years is tremendous strides, and we need to make sure that we support them.
Right. It's always amazing to me because we have so many great guests over the years, but when people deal with adversity, it's usually come over and just kind of call it a day and deal with their own feelings and grief. But you guys are turning things around, coping with that, but trying to help others. Would you say that's true, Jeff?
Yeah, I mean, my daughter was, college student, graduated from college, came home and had some rashes on her arms and legs. And a month later, we were told, yeah, she has stage 4 Hodgkin's, and we thought, that's sweet.
Wow. How did that hit your family? What was the first feeling that you had when you found out?
Well, I mean, you're kind of numb initially, and then you say, okay, well, this is what it is. Well, we got to deal with it, and we got to move forward, and 3 times a week to Columbia, and you do what you have to do.
So, how would the support around you then through that time and moving forward? How do you use that experience to help others?
Well, I mean, I got involved with lymphoma, and I went to an event called Like the Night, which is an event in October that raises money, and it's a really cool event because they do it at night, and they have these lanterns and movitional event, and and then the people can follow us. So with nominated for Man of the Year, and I was like, okay, kind of got involved, and then when they started talking to me about the amount they wanted me to raise initially, I was like, yeah, I can do that amount. And then I went back to a lot of my business contacts. And I have my own networking group and some other, a lot of contacts. And I said, all right, guys, we're going to do this. And they're like, all right, well, they're looking for me to raise $30,000 to $50,000. And they were like, yeah, that's okay, but it's you and it's for your daughter. So what are you really going to raise? And after having a meeting with them and finding out from leukemia that the most anybody's ever raised was $157,000, we set a goal of $200,000.
Wow. That's amazing. And tonight, what does it mean to you tonight to be here for Bucket List Tours? But also continue to spread that word out because there's a lot of networking going on here tonight as well.
Yeah, well, I mean, I met Patricia through Pink Tie. Pink Tie is a foundation that raises money on Long Island to give it away to local Long Island charities. So I met Patricia there. Pink Tie was a huge supporter of mine last year and continues to be. And then when she started talking about opening up her own business, a lot of the people at Pink Tie got behind her, and we're all here to get it started and get it going.
That's great. You guys are great. I mean, to be men of the year really stands down to really be a role model for so many people out there, and also giving back into events like this and the causes that you've been working for. And to your left, you have Terry here. Terry, talk about your involvement with Bucket List Tours and why it is important to you tonight.
Thank you. So, Terry Magro. I have a nonprofit foundation, the Michael Magro Foundation,
And my son Michael unfortunately passed away from leukemia in 2004 when he was 13, and my son Mark was diagnosed with Hodgkin's the same year. So I have a cancer survivor as well. So the Leukemia Lymphoma Society is really very important to me, and networking with both Rob and Jeff has been fantastic. And through them is how I met Patricia and Team Ty. So we're very much a tight group of networking people, but more friends than anything else. And we're always there to support each other with whatever cause is taking place. So it's certainly our pleasure to be here tonight and support Patricia with her bucket list party and her lunch party today. She's going to do fantastic.
That's well.
Yeah.
How did you feel with the university specifically? If you had a double.
Yes, it was kind of crazy. What Paul and I decided, my husband and I decided, was to start a nonprofit foundation to basically try and help other families. So we became incorporated as a 501c3. We have an all-volunteer board. We've raised over $1.7 million since we started. 90 cents on a dollar goes back to the foundation. There's no paid employees. And we basically looked at it from the perspective that the families need money immediately to help offset, like Jeff said, driving to Columbia. Driving to Columbia is a lot of gas, especially now at $3 a gallon. And then you're parking and you're buying food and you're doing all of these things that you would do normally, except now you're not working because you have a child in cancer treatment. So you are definitely taking a hit when it comes financially. So what we decided to do was to really help the families with the needs they have at that particular moment in time. We'll help them with some of their expenses as far as medical expenses, co-pays. We raise our money through fundraising, grant writing, and a lot of corporate donations. And a lot of these people, Ty being one, that has donated a lot. We have a lot of very big events. We have one on October 1st. We have a golf outing on June 7th. An easy way to get in touch with us is to text, and then we'll respond to that. So if you text to 555-888, if you use the word golf, that'll bring you to our golf event page. And we change up from time to time. But it's the MichaelMadrowFoundation.com is our website, and we encourage people to contact us to help volunteer. The Leukemia Lymphoma Society is a phenomenal organization. Money that they raise truly goes into research and helps on Long Island, and that's basically where we're based. So we help the hospitals on Long Island through our website extensively throughout the United States.
I have two more questions before you go. We established this little roundtable discussion, but if there's someone out there struggling with any kind of either loss or death or a diagnosis that we just learned about, what advice would you give them? Because our listeners out there, some people sometimes they struggle with the way the healthcare system is today, and the lack of support that's out there. What advice would you give them?
I'd say first and foremost, people need to talk to some of their friends and family and really discuss what's going on. When people kind of go into a shell and they don't talk about it, it brings the bad karma to them. They need to really get out there and network with people and really sit and discuss what's going on and sit with the family and talk about it as a unit. Because if you put yourself into a corner, you're never going to be able to help yourself. If you can't help yourself, you certainly cannot help the family member that's struggling. The healthcare system is difficult enough, so try and access the case managers that are assigned to different units at the hospitals and social workers. But you really, really, really have to talk.
Right. What would you say? What advice would you give out there?
Yeah, I mean, we get very involved in my full-time paid job that I'm back to now is an insurance broker. I do health insurance. And, we work with a lot of our clients. But what Terry was saying, I mean, even when I did my campaign last year, there were 40 people on my committee whose children, grandchildren, friends were diagnosed, and we connected them to leukemia and lymphoma. One woman had her granddaughter who was diagnosed, and we connected her to leukemia and lymphoma. They found her doctor in California for her granddaughter. So, it's the power of networking. And networking is great for business, but networking, when I was going through what we were going through, I reached out to my friends and my business contacts, and a lot of them helped me out, covered appointments, whatever it was, because I wasn't there. They were very supportive, and the way you get through this is, it takes us. I went to a kickoff breakfast for the Light the Night this morning, and one of the speakers, who's a survivor himself, said it takes a village, and it really does. You can't do this yourself. There are plenty of people who want to help, however they can help.
My wife and I lost our first son. He was born premature and didn't survive. And I think the biggest mistake we made was trying to deal with it on our own. And we got to a certain point where we reached out to the hospital, and what Terry said was huge. Reaching out to the caseworkers, because they've dealt with it, and getting into a group with other people who went through it. It's not an easy thing to talk about losing a child. So when you're with other people that have, it makes it easier. And actually, a couple of ours, John and Linda, they're our best friends, and they lost their daughter about the same time. And, Linda and my wife, Joey, both ended up pregnant at the same time. So now our kids are the same age. So when you go through it with people that, and have the support, it just makes it, you never get over it. But it does make it bearable, knowing that there's other people out there. Because you'll have people say the dumbest things to you, and they don't mean anything by it. They don't know how to deal with losing a child. But it just teaches you, when you have the support between the social workers and friends and people that have been through it, it just makes it so much easier. Because getting through a pregnancy after you lose one the first time, it was not fun. Being through a group of other people that were pregnant at the same time and had a loss made the whole thing much, much easier. And whether it's leukemia or a premature, loss or something, any kind of a loss of a child, I think reaching out to the networks that are out there, they're all out there. They all do great work, and there's really good people that do it for the passion, not for the money, and they really know how to help.
You used to click off Wlie because you dealt with adversity and loss and trauma. Sometimes families during those times pull apart real quick, but sometimes they really bond together. Walk us through a little bit. How were you guys able to stay together and keep things intact?
My wife and I were just focused on Wlie. We didn't know why it happened, so that's why we didn't go through the help. We were going to doctors, trying to figure out what happened. And I think by having a common mission and listening, I think listening is key. And, there was no blame. That's what usually happens. They start blaming and stuff. So I think listening to each other and working together, and focusing on, getting through it, I think that's what got us through it. And it actually made it stronger, and it developed a stronger bond, and then going through the whole cycle of all the steps of dealing with it together, it makes it a lot easier. That's the only way you're going to get through it together.
Yeah, I agree. When my daughter was diagnosed, the first night was a rough night, because we were like, well, you have Hodgkin's, and we were like, you know what that is? And she's like, not really. And we said, well, it's cancer. And for one night, she just completely lost it. She's like, I don't want to die, and the whole thing. And then the next morning, she's like, okay, so what do we have to do? And we were like, and you just go get involved. And my younger daughter was away at school at the time, so she wasn't involved as much, but she was constantly in touch with her, and she'd fly in to surprise her, and just show up, on a Friday, just leave school and fly home and come in on a Friday and have something to us. And and I think it's that family support. It's you either deal with it and get it done, or you don't. And our feeling was, look, it's treatable, it's curable. Eventually, you will be fine. It's going to be hell to go through, but you kind of go on autopilot and you do what you have to do. But it's the friends and family was the key, because there were times where I couldn't be at her treatment because I had to work. And so my mother helped in, my sister stepped in, our friends stepped in. And you'll learn who your friends are and who aren't. And, I think it's just that combination of reaching out to people and saying, okay, yeah, it's okay that you go take her to that appointment instead of me. And you say key thing, you realize who your friends are and who aren't friends. Because during adversity, you would hope everybody you thought was a friend would be by your side. No. I mean, there were people who stepped up who we never thought would have, and there were people that we thought would have that didn't. Sorry, how'd you get there with your family?
Well, it was the challenge was when Michael was so sick and passed away. That was the challenge. It was hard enough when Mark, who's my cancer survivor, was diagnosed, and we just kind of came together as a family and said, the four of us at that point, we're going to just get this head on. And I was very open and honest. My background as a registered nurse, so sometimes that was a help, and sometimes that was more of a hindrance. But the one thing that I wanted to make sure was that we were very open and honest, and they understood everything that was going on. So there was a tremendous trust factor between all of us, which was a big help. When Michael passed, the devastation was beyond belief, and it still is. People, like Rob said, they say crazy things. They don't mean it, but, it never goes away. It doesn't get easier with time and all those other, sayings that people have. But I still have another child, and so you have to remember that, there's the rest of the family unit there. You don't want to break the whole thing apart. And you struggle talking to one another as husband and wife? Yeah, you do. And, men do react to things differently than women do. They're a little more quiet. You have to kind of come to that middle ground and understand. But you really need, it can strengthen the relationship, like Rob said, it strengthens it, or it can pull it apart. But it's, again, I'm a big proponent of communication. I think the three of us can talk for hours. And that's really what it comes down to. You need to be able to verbalize it and be able to understand some of the nonverbal cues that you're getting as well, and not judge. There's no right or wrong in these cases. It's just how people are responding, and at least have the respect of your spouse or whoever is your significant person in your life, that you don't judge them for what they're doing.
But you're definitely an inspiration to myself, just hearing your stories, and here tonight to helping others and our listeners out there. I want to thank you very much for joining us. But before you go, give a bucket for what's on your bucket list, Terry?
On my bucket, I want to retire and travel all over. That's what I want to do. It's coming soon.
Jeff?
You know what? I try to kind of live for the moment. So there obviously are places I'd like to travel to on my bucket list, but my kids are healthy. My cancer survivor got married 3 weeks ago. My younger one just got admitted to the Bar Association. So I got a lot of things to be grateful for, and I'm very blessed. And we kind of just take it as it comes, and do what we can to help out others that aren't as fortunate.
Well, now I have 14-year-old twins. So right now it's getting them through high school. But once we get through that, my bucket list thing is going to Italy and seeing where my ancestors came from, bringing the family with me.
Okay. Well, God bless all your efforts, and thank you for joining us here on the Chapters Wrap. And
Leanne, are you still there?
I am, Steve.
Talk about, how do you deal with adversity, Leanne?
I try not to let things get me down. I have a very positive outlook on, that this too shall pass. And when things don't go my way, I really believe in my heart that there's another plan for me. So I go with that, knowing that, everything that I plan for, that I wish for, that I dream of may not happen in my life. But I know that there's a reason for that, and something else will be presented to me. So adversity, I try to, look at it straight on and know that there'll always be a good outcome no matter what.
Well, you've been in the pageantry for a little while now. You've held the crown to Miss Senior New York, America. How's that been for you the last year?
It's been a very busy year. I've had a lot of wonderful opportunities. I've met so many wonderful people. I've had the opportunity to perform at many events and fundraisers. get my voice out there, represent the organization in a positive manner as far as, age and show that, when you turn 60, life doesn't stop and women should, actively go out there for their dreams and never stop believing in yourself. Age, it's just a number. It doesn't define us. And we're all going to get older and there's no reason to stop living.
Right. And Liz, I know you're in studio there. How do you deal with adversity and where do you see yourself doing in the rest of 2018?
Well, adversity has been a major part of my entire life. And some of the people that spoke tonight at your place there at the Cradle of Aviation rings a bell with me because I did have twins and one of them was, they were undetected. And then one of them was very, very ill. So I had to face adversity from day one. And I just listened to those experts, did what they said, and just always do what I have to do, and then follow it up with stuff like this, like New York Senior America, or some dancing, some singing, and fashion shows, and whatever, just to get you into life again, because the adversity will not go away. So you have to deal with it and move on to things that are going to get you through to the age that I want to live to, which is 150. Take that one.
Oh, you got many, many more years, Liz.
Well, I hope so. And New York Senior America has been very good to me. It was the first major pageant that I was in, other than Mrs. New York America, but that's for young girls. But Steve, this old fart at age 69 came in third amongst 20-year-olds. So I guess it wasn't too bad then. But New York Senior America has really brought me to a whole new level. Not only was the pageant interesting, and by the way, I didn't ever want to be in it. I wanted to be a dancer in the organization. But, Marlene Schuss, she just gets you right in there. And so from there on, after I won and I got interested in all the management of the organization, and now I am Marlene's assistant, and she's got me working like a dog.
Well, I know the big event is July 29th, right?
Yes, it is. July 29th at Malloy College Madison Theater is our pageant this year. In September, we have a huge fashion show and luncheon. We have a great event for all the contestants in August, which is a beautiful luncheon that they're all invited to. We do hope that a lot of people will get out there and come to our pageant, at least know that we exist. It's very hard to get the word out there. Networking is our major thing, and we do it by our shows. We entertain all over the state, and we run a great variety show. And of course, I have to mention the Season Steppers, a group of maybe 15 ladies that have learned to tap and kick, and just like the Rockettes, because we were actually taught by a former Rockette, Corliss Whitney. And so we're pretty good right now, I must say. We have great costumes. Sunday, we will be at an event in Bellport, dancing two of our famous numbers, New York, New York, and one other hot number that I don't even want to go into right now. It's so hot. But the organization is good. It's for women over 60, of course, who just want to maybe relive some of the stuff that they didn't get a chance to when they were younger. And yes, it is a challenge for a lot. But if you don't take that step, I mean, what is life worth? You have to get out there and see what the other side is like. All the possibilities are there for you. So ladies over the age of 60, get yourself together, give us a call, come down to the pageant, see what it's all about. And I know you'll love it. Take that, Steve.
Well, thank you so very much, Liz. And Leanne, you're a singer-songwriter. You did one song, Linda Ronstadt. What's your second song you do for us today?
Well, it's pretty appropriate that you're speaking to people there for the bucket list. One of the things on my bucket list has always been to sing with Aretha Franklin. She is one of my idols, and so I would like to perform one of her songs this evening, Natural Woman.
Okay. All right, Leanne Brill, take it away.
Looking out on the morning rain. I used to feel so uninspired. And when I knew I had to face another day, Lord, it made me feel so tired. Before the day I met you, life seemed so unkind. And you're the key to my peace of mind. 'Cause you make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman. When my soul was in the lost and found, you came along to claim it. I didn't know just what was wrong with me, so your kiss helped me name it. Now I'm no longer doubtful of what I'm searching for, and if I made you happy, I don't need to do more. 'Cause you make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman. Ooh, baby, what you done to me? You made me feel so good inside. And I just wanna be close to you. You know you make me feel so alive. 'Cause you make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman. You make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman.
My name is Joseph Michael, professional photographer and the founder of Just Smile Project. Just Smile Project focuses on photographing kids with special needs. Our goal is to make happy memories because everyone needs to smile. We make it easy and hassle-free by coming to you in our mobile portrait studio truck equipped with a lift for special needs assistance. The truck is also equipped with different types of lighting for sensory situations of special needs. Just Smile Project wants everyone to share their smiles. We make them feel like a rock star, and to see their faces light up with excitement and joy is the best feeling anyone can ever experience, especially the rock star. Just Smile Project wants everyone to cherish those memories forever, which is worth the world. If you have a family member or you know of someone with special needs and think they would love to have Just Smile Project capture their awesome smile, please contact us at 888-294-7575, or you can visit us online at www.justsmileproject.com.
Hi, we are Rosario's Giving Tree, and we bring toys to children in hospitals. I hope to encourage other kids my age to give back to those less fortunate.
Rosario's Giving Tree has now decided to partner up with Hempstead Boys and Girls Club, and on June 25th, they are hosting a night of comedy and music at Russo's on the Bay in Howard Beach, Queens.
The event includes a 4-course dinner with beer and wine,
special performances by American Idol singer Bobby Rosen and comedians Tugboat Mayonnaise and Carrie Carabas.
Not to mention there will be raffles galore and lots of prizes that you're going to want to get your hands on.
Rosario's Giving Tree has promised to donate 20% of the night's proceeds to Hempstead Boys and Girls Club, and the rest will be used to purchase and deliver toys to St. Jude Children's Hospital.
So please open your hearts and come enjoy a great night of comedy and music supporting these great causes.
The children at St. Jude Hospital and Hempstead Boys and Girls Club need us. Tickets are $75. To purchase tickets,
go to eventbrite.com and search for Rosario's Giving Tree.
Everybody join in. Start a love tree. Love tree. Love tree.
All right, you're listening to Chapters Wrap live on WLIE 540 AM and WLIE540AM.com. Again, You just heard the wonderful Leanne Brill, Miss 2017 Senior in New York. A very impressive voice there. You got a powerful set of pipes there, girl. My God. I'm working the audio console, so I know.
I know, backing up.
You're blowing me away there a little bit. Yeah, so powerful. Great stuff, though. We got Steve right now. Your host is live on location at the Cradle of Aviation. I believe he's on the phone there, speaking with some very fine folks over there at this charity event for the Bucket List Launch Tour at the Cradle of Aviation in Garden City. Steve, how's it going?
Thank you, George. And you got a loaded studio back there, but we have some other special guests here. I want to introduce Ray Negron. Ray, you dropped in here. How you doing, buddy?
Well, number one, I came here to see the wonderful booth that one of your guests is wearing.
Lee, yes.
Oh, really? Look at that. I want to see you wear those boots.
I don't know if I can pull that off.
You would look like Kirk Douglas at Spartacus. Good.
You always got something going on, Ray, but you have a big event coming up. Why don't you share with our listeners and viewers out there what your event is all about?
When is it? June 24th.
June 24th, yeah.
We're doing a play in Babylon at the Argyle Theater called Bat Boy. Yeah, Yankee Miracle. And it's the story of my life, but more importantly, it's the story of these kids, these talented individuals that are going to be performing that night. I am so excited with the world to see these guys. We're calling them the Bat Boy Choir. And they're just unbelievable. They're actors, they're singers, they're dancers, and everything else.
This is going to be like a lifelong, vision up on stage.
No, it's not a lifelong. I mean, I'm a dreamer. So every day I have a new dream, and I like to throw it out there and go for it. I wake up and all of a sudden I dream of you being a sumo wrestler or something. You know what I'm saying? So it's always like something.
How many times do you have that dream, right?
Well, it is what it is.
Yeah, well, we have Patricia and Asia here. Talk about
incredible looking women.
Yes. Let's get away from Ray for a minute. Yeah. So, Asia, talk about what this means tonight.
Oh, bucket list? We should all have a bucket list if we don't. And this fits into what I believe in living a passion. Success leads clues, and there's a method to get to success. But fulfillment and happiness is an art. And the bucket list goes to the art of fulfillment of your personal life. And that's kind of what I love doing with my artwork.
So talk about your artwork a little bit. How long have you been doing it, and what's your passion to keep doing that?
I've been doing it for over 20 years, and the passion, I believe, is the way it affects people. When we said the Wlie and Alzheimer's Foundation was installed, the director, when she saw it for the first time, her eyes lifted up. And the way it touches people and gives them serenity and perspective. Nature, scientifically, is how nature reduces stress and makes us happy. And that's why the water, trees, and mountains. We don't have the mountains, but we're surrounded by water and the ocean. We live in such a beautiful place. So most people don't take the time or appreciate it. So I do that for them. I just put it out there to them, send out the love, and they feel it, and they don't realize that they can do everything that I do.
So Patricia, you've worked so many fine people here together. How did you pull this off?
I'm very lucky to be so surrounded by such beautiful people here on Long Island, being involved with so many foundations and meeting the most amazing, incredible people. I feel very blessed and honored to have, especially the birthday girls. We just paid her birthday. Today's her 39th birthday. And I feel the love, the warmth, and the giving. And when I see people, I want to surround myself with that energy, being around people that love to give. I love to give. And that's what it's all about. Life is short, and it's all about being the best person you can be. And always, if you do it with your heart, it comes very naturally.
Right. Now, Ray earlier said he was a dreamer. So you guys dreamers, and what's your vision in the future? What do you want to be? What do you want to do with this bucket list tour?
Oh, I'm going to take it to places that are going to be amazing. I'm looking so forward to putting these together. I'm very in detail. I'm going to make an experience of a lifetime. I'm going to make you remember, if you join me on one of my tours, I promise you to make an experience you'll never forget.
Yahoo! Ray's on board. Hey, what's your dream that you have moving forward with that?
Having the exhibit out of the New York Tri-State area, maybe throughout the country, and also in Asia. Back to Asia, my homeland.
Okay. All right, Ray, what do you think? It's awesome. This is a great bucket list. This should be the movie, not that movie that I saw with whoever. This is a great movie. You girls should play yourselves, and Steve should be like the guy in the middle going crazy because he doesn't know what to do. I think Ray, it always comes back to me. I mean, you're a perfect character. I see that. I'm a character today. Yeah. So talk about everybody here tonight. If they come down tonight, what are they doing in store for?
They're going to be having such a great time. Being a disco queen myself, we're going to be dancing the night away. There you go.
John Travolta.
There we go. Disco never dies. And I thought this is perfect with the lunch and Disco Unlimited being here, one of my favorite bands on Long Island, and just having a great, a good vibe and a good feeling, and that's what it's all about. And bringing it around people that I love, and it's a very special night. I'm really just overwhelmed with joy of what everybody's doing here for me, just means so much. The support I've received, how they believe in me, it's just a beautiful thing. It's a reflection of her. She did so much, and it's so beautiful. And I know her tours are going to be amazing. She put so many little details that we wouldn't even think of or even want, but she'll put it in there, and you'll realize afterwards that, wow, this made it perfect.
So again, sister, how can people contact you or join this bucket list tour?
You can just go to my website, which is www.bucketlistsportsny.com. And I'll get to my tours are already out, and you can book them right online. If you want to email me, you can email me right on my website. I just want to let people know there's already one that's sold out. So if you want a tour, get that too.
Yeah, are you sure that you're doing the Barry Gibb bucket list tour, cruise or something like that?
We can see that. If anything happens, we can mind it. Well, we'll have the rain move on. Don't forget the Yankee Stadium.
No.
No? Okay, no.
You guys are the common friends. Bronxdale, Chaz.
Yeah.
Right? Right?
Actually, one of my tours.
I love Chaz.
We love Chaz.
Sunny.
Sunny, that's right. And what about the George House?
Oh, man.
You got the George House?
Who doesn't love the Bronx Tale? Great movie. Steve, we are running out of time over here in the studio now. You're down to about a minute here.
Okay, all right. Well, we want to thank everybody here at the Bucket List Tours at the Cradle of Aviation. And Leanne, why don't you take us home with a song, okay?
Sure, Steve.
All right, thanks very much. Join us back here next week on the Chapters Wrap.
I'm sending this one out to our military with Memorial Day coming up. Beautiful song written by Bob Dylan. When the rain is blowing in your face and the whole world is on your case, I could offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. When the evening shadows and the stars appear and there is no one there to dry your tears, I could hold you for a million years to make you feel my love. I know you haven't made your mind up yet, but I would never do you wrong. And I've known it from the moment that we met. No doubt in my mind where you belong. 'Cause I'd go hungry, I'd go black and blue, and I'd go crawling down the avenue. There is nothing that I would not do
to make you feel my love.
The views, opinions, and statements expressed in the preceding program reflect the views of program contributors and do not necessarily reflect the views of WLIE Radio, its management, or its sponsors. For questions and comments, please send us an email at WLIE540AM radio@AOL.com or visit us at WLIE540AM.com.
This is Higher Ground with Pastor Gary Grant
and First Lady Grant,
inviting you to tune in with us on WLIE 540 AM and online at WLIE540AM.com every Saturday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. as we expound the gospel of grace. We're also here to pray for you. Remember, God is still blessing in this season.
Hi, this is Bill Shishko, host of Health